Why is it that the fish you're growing in your pond isn't growing and bigger? Hello, my name is Sarah. Welcome to my channel. This is a question that I've been sent. Someone asked me to make research on this and I did. Why is it that the fish you're growing in your pond isn't growing and bigger? Well, first, the most important reason is that the type of fish you're growing. Most of you are growing tilapia in your ponds, but this kind of tilapia has different types. There's that type that can grow up to like quarter a kilogram, then another one can grow up to half a kilogram, then the other types can grow up to 1 kgs, and the other one can grow, there's one that can grow up to 5 kgs. So if you're not familiar with this type of fish, don't just buy fish and put it in your pond. I think you need to consult the people who are experts in this field to be able to explain to you which type of fish will fit where, which type of fish you want to grow, and you should do exactly what you understand. Secondly, the water you're using. Some people are using national water for their fish ponds. Well, this is a problem because tilapia is a freshwater fish. Now, when we talk about freshwater, we talk about all sorts of bacteria, worms, and so on. But with national water system, the water is purified. I don't know what they are using, whether they are using chlorine or I don't know, whatever chemical they are using, it clears out all that because this water is meant for domestic. Okay, it's not meant for fish farming. So if you're using fish farming, if you're using it for fish farming, this is the reason as to why your fish isn't growing bigger than this palm, but than the palm of my hand or of your hand. It won't grow because the water water suffocates it. The chemicals in the water suffocates it. In fact, it can even die out. All your fish can die out. The other important thing, the most important thing on the list that most farmers ignore is the depth of your pond. Farmers ignore the depth of the pond because I don't know why you ignore the depth of your pond, because most farmers, fish farmers, have your ponds are as deep as 3 feet, 4 feet, 5 feet. Now, every time when the fish grow bigger, it needs to go to a deeper end. The bigger it grows, it goes to a deeper end. The bigger it grows, it goes to a deeper end. If it doesn't have that deeper end to go to, okay, it is not going to grow beyond a certain level because it's in the same consistent place. The shallow water does not allow it to grow bigger. But in its natural system, the bigger it grows, the deeper it goes. So those people who have ponds, you need to look at this factor. You need to get a shallow end and a deep end for your fish, just like a swimming pool. To the fish, this is like it's like a child. When a child is in a good environment, they grow very well. But when the kid is in a bad environment, they don't grow. Like in a squeezed place, poor nutrition, and so on. They tend to not grow very well. So it's the same with the fish. For the fish, a good environment is a place with a shallow end for the young fish and a deep end for the big fish. You need to look at that factor. The other factor is that the water is too clear. Most of the water in your ponds, it's too clear. And some of you, when you see grass growing around your ponds or into your ponds, you dig it out. Fish likes hiding. The bigger fish like hiding. Like in the lakes, they go under the rocks. They go under those mostly rocks in the water. So what you can do if you don't have this kind of rocks in your ponds, at least let the grass grow a little bit around it, not so much to make a bush, but a little bit around it, because fish also feeds on grass. If you see the lake has grass at the bottom of it, fish feed on this grass, they feed on each other and on the grass. So that's an important factor too. I hope you got something out of this, because most of you don't know why your fish isn't growing. The other factor is that your ponds are too small, like in size, in width. Your ponds are too small. The fish swims like from this end to the other end, doesn't have any other place to hide to. Most of you have so many ponds in one place that you have like 6 ponds in one area, or 4 ponds or 2 ponds. I think instead of having that many ponds in one area, I think you should just make one big pond for the fish with a shallow end and the narrow and the deep end. So that is it for now. I hope you got what you needed. I hope I answered the question that most people have been